Journal. I need to record what's happening. So I'm mainly gonna speak through it, but I'll take really quick notes as I go. I might do it after the session. I'm not sure, but here I at least have a place to do it. So let's begin. I have a quest. This is a troublesome quest. I need to find the beast that ravaged the caravan. Now, I'm actually on an island, so it's a boat. I have come across... let's close that. So I live in... Alright. I am Leela. I live in New Rock. New Rock is a small island in the Barrier Islands, which is on the southwestern side of the thing. Sorry, I need to get a map ready so that I can use it in the things. I just had to work that out. So it's in the southwestern area. There's this string of islands just off the coast of the Ironlands. The land is very rocky. It's empty. It's dark. It's desolate. There's not much on it. There's lots of rock and some buildings. We don't have a lighthouse or anything to keep people away, but there's a small community. What are we calling communities? Communities. Havens. There is a small village. Tiny village. Maybe it's not even a village. There's just a number of houses, and I live with. I live near someone named Miller. Miller is a fisher. She is selfish, aloof, and cheery. She's looking for something. Someone and wanting to sort of build a relationship and start a family. She is one of my good friends. And while she mainly worries about herself, she is sort of the light of the island because there isn't much else on there. There's another man named Arison who I guess I've also been close with in the past. I think he has left the island and recently returned. He's gone off to be a warrior and fight people, and the islands are boring. Nothing really ever happens, and he's just come back. He's a little bit worse for wear and wanting to restore his relationships and rebuild some trust between him and the other people of the island. He's very cautious and very proud and doesn't let people in, but we were friends growing up. I have come to the beach one day in order to meet a merchant who comes and visits the island with things, and I've found his boat and his body torn up, badly maimed, not thrashed about on the rocks or anything like that. It's in the thing, and I think that he's got cuts that could have been made with a blade like the one that I have. And I saw something off on the rocks away. I frightened it off. It had been going through, as I came across the boat, there was a figure that had been going through the supplies. And when it heard me coming, it scurried off. And the only thing I could tell was that it was not human. It went into the water and swam out against the rocks. I have gone back and I have alerted the other villagers There's a few people around the boat. They have seen the boat, the corpse, and gone. They've heard my story and laughed at me. They're obviously this guy's dead and it's a very somber occasion, but they sneer a little bit. Like, what is this story? This thing that you have seen that can't be human. Those are stories. We told them to as a child to frighten you, to keep you in line. They're not real. And I think that Arison is the only person in the village that is a little bit sympathetic to my story. But they go, look, for all we know, you could have done this. We're not accusing you. We're not saying that it was you. But you need to settle this. You need to find this. If you want us to believe that it was some creature, you need to find them. And I think that they've probably been suspicious of Arison because Arison has just returned, and the relationship between him and the rest of the village is very on the rocks, and they know that he was off being a warrior. He was Ironsworn at one stage, off on some far land, and that didn't work out, and that's why he's come back. So they're unsure as to what has happened, what his story is, and they want. I'm a little bit sympathetic to him as well because he hasn't had it rough. I don't know what's happened. He doesn't really talk about it. But I'm sympathetic to the fact that he's trying to come back and people aren't letting him in. I don't think that he's done it. I also don't know that he has. Oh, I know that he hasn't because I saw something that was not him leaving the boat. And so I swear an iron vow to find the creature and deal with it. And they all look at this and see, all right, well, this is your task then. And they're going to go about cleaning up the bodies and everything. And I walk off. Yeah, so I don't think there's any moves to make at this stage. I think I have sworn the vow. No one really believes me. I need to find a way to find this creature. So I think that I have assets. I have this scry ritual. When you look into flames to study a remote person or location, I think first I'm going to walk off. I have found that I have the ability to hide from people in shadow. By cloaking myself in the shadow, I have found that I've got the ability to see things through the flames. This is something that maybe I've mentioned it to the villagers and they sort of starting to distrust me, and I've stopped talking about it. I do not talk to them about it because they don't believe me, and the idea that anything mystical could be happening scares them. Probably the reason that Miller is my friend is that she hasn't taken any notice of what I have to say because she's too worried about herself. And Arison coming back, he's probably seen things, not necessarily mystical things, but he he's a little bit more understanding of being apart from the community. So we are going to make an adventure move. How do I search? I'm not facing danger. Am I trying to secure an advantage? Maybe. Let's have a look at the move description. If I actually click on one of these, does it tell me what it is? Yes, it does. Secure an advantage. When you assess the situation, make preparations, or attempt to gain leverage, you envision your role and act. Strength or endurance, precision, observation. Could be... Is there anything else that it could be? Suffer, delve moves, adventure moves, gather information. When you search an area, ask a question. Oh, here we go. Roll plus wits. So I am trying to gather information. If you act within a community or ask a question of a person with whom you share a bond, add 1. I am acting on the island in the community of rock. So I get a +1. On a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you follow, the path you must follow, or the action you must take, make progress is clear. Envision what you learn and take +2 momentum. On a weak hit, the information complicates your quest and introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover, ask the oracle if unsure, and take +1 momentum. On a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. Okay, so I am searching the rocks north. So I'm going to say that we're on the... Okay, we're going east. We're on the northern side of the island because that is where the boat would land. I am going off along the coast to the east in the direction that I've seen the thing flee, hoping to find something that is unusual to the island. I know the island fairly well. I've lived here all my life. I know the area. So I'm looking for something unusual that is going to help me find this creature. So how do I roll wits? Yes. Yep, so I'm rolling wits. And I'm going to submit that. I'm going to give it a modifier of 1. Okay, I get a strong hit. Okay. So I got a 5 and a 3 on the challenge and an action score of 6. Cool. So on a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. I find something. I find its thing. Did that give me the plus? It did not. I'm going to put my momentum up to +4. And I am going to find I'm going to find something. I'm going to either ask the oracle if unsure and take +2 momentum. So when you seek to resolve a question, discover draw a conclusion, decide the answer based on the most interesting and obvious result. I think the most obvious result is actually find the creature. I find the creature going through some things. So I need to work out what this creature is. So let's see if I can get a plot character moves location plot. I don't think. I swear there was an oracle for this, and I'm not seeing it there. Challenge rank. Ah, okay. So that's if I want to set a random quest challenge rank. So really, what I need to look at is foes and encounters. I don't want to. It's not an Ironlander. Could be. I don't have the right kind of animal. The Leviathan seems a bit crazy. Yeah, it's ranked epic. Ah, okay. So I can have a challenge rating for a creature. I'm thinking it's like some kind of merfolk thing, some kind of aquatic, half human creature. I think I need. We'll roll a challenge rank. Simply because, and we'll ignore it if it's extreme or epic. 11. So it's only troublesome. It's only a troublesome foe. And so I see, in a cave in the rocks, I hear some noises, and I come around and I find this creature. It has the tail of a fish. It has gills and strange webbed hands, claws. Its face is strange. It has sharp teeth. And it is going through. It doesn't have hair. It's got like fins coming out of its head. It's got fins going down its back, and it's got webbed. All of its limbs are a little bit webbed, and it's looking through this creature, looking through stuff, and I sort of see it there from a distance. So I have determined that I am to deal with this creature. Foes and encounters. Let's. Okay. Okay. Progress for when I need a random progress thing. It is troublesome. Yeah. So I am going to try and sneak up on this creature. I'm going to call the if I go to my assets, I'm going to call the shadows around me. When you cloak yourself with the Gossamer Veil of the Shadow Realms, roll plus shadow. On a strong hit, take 1 momentum. Then re-roll any dice one time only when you make a move by ambushing, hiding, or sneaking. On a weak hit, as above, but the shadows try to lead you astray, you must first face danger to find your way. So, how do I roll this on the sheet? Do I go moves? I've got an adventure move, face danger. When you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat, which sounds like what I'm trying to do. It sounds like a safe face danger roll. Yeah. So I'm rolling shadow. I don't have any bonuses. Strong hit. I sneak up on this guy. I take +1 momentum. And I get up there right behind it. And I am going to attack it. And this is where everything's going to go horribly wrong because I am not very good at combat. But I get to then re-roll any one dice one time only. Any dice. So I can re-roll a roll. Or is that, can I re-roll die inside a roll? And I can do more than one because it's dice. When you make a move by ambushing, hiding, or sneaking. So I cloak myself in the shadow, and now I have to roll the... I'm successful at that, and now I roll face danger. No, I think I enter the fray. Yeah. Because I'm sneaking up to fight it. So enter the fray, and I get to re-roll if I want to. Set the rank of each of your foes. Troublesome. Yep. Then roll to determine who is in control. If you are facing off against your foe, roll plus heart. If you are moving into a position against an unaware foe or striking without warning, roll shadow. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I don't have any modifiers, but I get a strong hit again. This is going well. What's going on? These things shouldn't be going well. Okay, so on a strong hit, take +2 momentum. You have initiative. Okay. So, combat. How does combat work? This is the thing that I need to remember. Moves. Combat moves. When there are no other options, and sword slips free of its sheath when the arrow is knocked and when the shield is brought to bear, make these moves. Okay, so entering the fray is starting. So the combat, to see who has initial control. Strike. Make this move when you have initiative. When you have initiative and act to inflict harm on your foe. Narratively, this might represent a focus moment in time, a single sweep of your axe, or the flight of an arrow. On a strong hit, you strike true. By default, you inflict 2 harm if you are armed with a deadly weapon, such as an axe. 1 harm if not. Yep. On a strong hit, this move gives you an additional +1 harm. Each point of harm you inflict is marked on the progress of your foe's progress track, as appropriate to their rank. For example, each point of harm equals 2 tricks when fighting an extreme enemy, or 2 full progress boxes when fighting a dangerous enemy. Narratively, a strong hit represents wounding your enemy or wearing them down. On a weak hit, you've done some damage, but okay. On a miss, you must pay the price. So I think clash. When your foe has the initiative and attacks, you choose to fight back, make this move. Okay. So I'm going to strike. This is where it's all going to fall down. Roll. And we're rolling iron. Don't have any modifiers. Okay. Complication. Challenge dice. 8 and 8. No. Okay, so complication. How do complications work? Suffer moves. No, hang on. Let's find, because this is, so it's a complication because the challenge dice both rolled the same number. I rolled doubles on the challenge dice. So the way dice works is you roll 2d10 and a d6. The d6 is your action score, and the challenge dice are the d10. You need to roll your action score above the challenge dice. Is the action score plus the thing you're rolling. So I just rolled iron. I have +1. So I roll a 4 plus 5 to get 5. And that 5 is not above 8. So action roll. When you score a miss on a move, you'll usually see a prompt saying to pay the price. So I need to also look at... I have a lot of momentum, and now seems like a good time to use it. If I'm... Oh... I have +7 momentum. I think I needed +8 momentum in order to do this. Action roll. 2, yep. Challenge dice. Strong hit, weak hit, miss. Matches. When you roll, you should be on the lookout for a match on the challenge dice. In cooperative and solo play, this is to trigger a new twist, create a new complication, or otherwise mix things up. Something interesting, unexpected, or unusual happens. If you're unsure, ask the Oracle, which is a move that you can... Okay, so I can ask the Oracle about that, but... Momentum. Burning momentum. Momentum is a powerful... Okay, yep. For example, if your momentum is at +6 and your action score is 4, you roll a 5 and an 8 on your challenge dice. You may burn the momentum to cancel the 5, but not the 8. So I needed the momentum to be 8 in order to cancel that, yeah. At which point I would have been shifting it to a strong hit. So I think... Let's go to... On a miss, your attack fails and you must pay the price. Your foe has initiative. So first, let's pay the price first. That is a move somewhere. Or is it an oracle? Fate moves. Here we go. Pay the price. When you suffer the outcome of a move, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Envision 2 negative outcomes. Rate 1 as likely. Roll on the table below. So the most obvious outcome, which I actually think that on a weak hit, on a miss, you must pay the price. Your opponent strikes back and you endure harm. You lose position or advantage and suffer momentum. And suffer minus momentum. You face a new or intensified danger. A companion or ally is put in harm's way. Your weapon is dropped and broken. Let the outcome flow out of the fiction. I think either... So the twist here is... I think that this has to... I think there's possibly a second one that I didn't see. Or... Yeah, I think that I'd completely hidden myself from the first one. I'd snuck up on it, and as I go to strike, another one comes out of the water. And pulls me down, grabs me, because I'm on the edge of the rocks, and pulls me into it. Or something from behind. So there's one option. Ask the oracle if you're... The other option is that I... Here we go. Major plot twist. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I want to roll this table to see if there's something else that can happen. A secret alliance is revealed. Ah, okay. Because this is the other thing. Okay, so I'm not the best fighter. I catch this creature by surprise, but it senses me. It senses the attack and it grabs me, and I don't get an attack. In fact, it's going to shove me down on the slippery rocks and hold me there. Well, it's going to cause me to fall, and it's going to say, someone. So I need a character, someone else on the island. Let's just roll a name really quick. Tessa. Tessa said that I wouldn't have any further trouble. What are you doing here? You're breaking the thing. So I'm just gonna take a note of that here. I probably know who Tessa is. But we'll deal with that a little bit later, because at the moment we're in combat. So now that I have failed my strike, Your attack fails and you must pay the price. Your foe has initiative. So I need to pay the price. So I am going to take... I am going to endure harm. When you face physical damage, suffer minus health equal to your foe's rank, or as appropriate to the situation. If your health is 0, suffer minus momentum equal to any remaining minus health. Then roll plus health or plus iron, whichever is higher. So I need to... What is my opponent's rank? It is... how do I know how much foes harm? Inflicts 1 harm. So my health is now 4. And now I need to roll health or iron. Health is obviously higher. No modifiers. Endure harm. Action score of 8. Strong hit. Shake it off. I get to choose one. I get to embrace the pain. And take +1, or I can suffer -1 momentum in exchange for. I'm gonna take the momentum. So I'm going to try to turn it around on him. It's slippery. I've fallen. He's hitten me. He sort of grabbed me and held me there. And because he's holding me, I'm going to try and pull him up out of the water, because he's some aquatic creature. That will help me. That will be better for me. So I am going to combat moves. Turn the tide. Once per fight, when you risk it all, you may steal the initiative from your foe to make a move, not a progress move. When you do, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. Is that what I'm doing? Turn the tide. Okay, so I roll turn the tide if I can make another move in order to improve my I'll either strike or secure an advantage or something else. Lets you take initiative and make a move. Yeah, so I'm going to pull him up. No, I'm going to turn. Is this right? Clash. Yeah, I'm just going to try and slash him at him again. I think the move is clash. So I've fallen to the ground and he's holding me, and I'm going to try and stab him with my knife. And so I can potentially inflict harm, but I'm basically trying to try and take the initiative. Okay, roll, and it's iron again. I don't get any. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to burn my momentum in order to take a weak hit. So I am going to inflict harm, but I'm then going to pay the price. My foe retains initiative. So progress, I'm going to mark. Merfolk fight. Summary. No. We're going to go back to moves. And now I'm going to pay the price. Where is it? Pay the price. The most obvious negative outcome happens. I think at this point, I drop my knife. It's dug into him. He moves back, and I'm not in a good position. I let go of it, and it comes free, and I no longer have my knife. Now, did I do... Actually, hang on. Progress. So I was using a deadly weapon. So if I actually done that wrong, do I get to mark 2? Rank. 3 progress per harm. And... clash... You inflict your harm and choose 1. First, envision your action. Is it yeah. So I'm attacking with my knife, even though I'm being held on the ground, slashing at him and slashing and stabbing at the creature. On a weak hit, you manage to inflict harm, but your foe retains the initiative, and you must pay the price. The price might be that you endure harm and your foe as your foe counters, or it might be some other dramatic thing. Strong hit gets you +1 harm. By default, you inflict 2 harm if you are armed with a deadly weapon. So maybe you only get the 2 harm if you're using the strike thing, and that's the advantage of having initiative. So I only do the 1 harm. And he retains initiative. So he's... I've lost my dagger now, and he's still got me held down on the thing. So I am going to do that thing. Now that I've lost my dagger, I am going to combat moves. I'm going to turn the tide. When you risk it all, you may steal the initiative from your foe to make a move. So it lets you take the initiative and make a move. The move can be whatever is appropriate under the circumstances. Roll that move, add +1, and act on the result. If you've scored a hit, you may take an additional +1 momentum. Then play to see what happens. Hopefully this bold action is a turning point in the fight. Here's the catch. If you score a miss when you make your move, you should add an extra severity to the consequences. You might face additional harm. Okay, so secure an advantage is possibly the thing that I'm wanting to do. No, so turn the tide is not what I'm doing here. Secure an advantage might be. Secure an advantage is similar to face danger. Okay, so a strong hit means you've identified an opportunity and gained the upper hand. You've knocked your enemy down. You've moved into a position for a shot. You build a trap. Okay, make another move now and add +1. Or take 2 momentum. Okay, I'm going to try and pull him out of the water. So this is secure an advantage, and I'm trying to pull him out of the water, so I'm rolling iron, I think. Yeah. So I'm trying to pull him out of the water, and I get a weak hit. Your advantage is short-lived. Take +1 momentum. So I don't get to do the immediate thing. So I sort of pull him out of the water, and he proves that he doesn't mind. He sort of gets up and still holds me down. As I'm pulling him up and pulling him over the top of me, and I'm trapped. So while he's out of the water a little bit, it's not really helping. So I'm going to take a clash move again. And we're fighting with iron. We have no modifiers. Another weak hit. So I think here I sort of try and push him off and punch him, and I'm hitting him, and as I'm doing this, I'm sort of getting up and getting a bit of leverage, and he shoves me back down onto the rocks. So we both take harm. So I inflict harm on him. So we mark some progress. And then I need to pay the price. And the most obvious, he's hitting me again. I think the most obvious thing for me to do is to endure harm. So I am going to suffer minus health. And then I'm going to roll health. And see if I can shake it off. I get a weak hit. On a weak hit, you press on. So, we're now getting towards the end. I've got a lot more progress filled. I'm just going to clash with him again. I'm trying to get him, trying to hit him so that not only is he taking a bit, but I'm getting him off the top of me. So we're going to clash with progress. I need a moves thing, not an oracle. So we're clashing once more. Nope. I suppose it wouldn't matter if I rolled edge because they're the same roll. Clashing with iron. Oh. On a miss, you are outmatched and must pay the price. Your foe has the initiative, and there's a complication. So I think that he hits me back down. I don't take I'm going to suffer harm. Endure harm. So we're now on +2 health, and we're rolling health. Oh, shit. On a miss, you also suffer -1 momentum. This thing's going to kill me. And another complication. I am dazed. Um, uh, so he's got my knife. He has picked up my dagger and is yeah, he's picked up my dagger and gotten on top of me, and this is not going to be good. Um, I I'm going to turn the tide by I'm going to try and pull myself, slip into the water. Um, something. So he's sort of as he's. I'm dazed. I'm everything. I sort of playing dead a bit. You sort of. I slip into the water. Because he's not fully on top of me anymore. He's ready to strike. Um, I slip into the water and I grab him and try to pull him back in with me across the rocks, and so that I am on top of him. So this is secure an advantage. I'm not even trying to harm him. I'm trying to make secure an advantage. I've sort of feigned. I mean, I am dazed, but I'm taking the fact that I am dazed as a, yeah, I'm sort of done. You've won. He slows down a bit, and I let that. After acting it up a little bit, I slip into the water. So and try and pull him down with me. By using the fact that it is so slippery and the fact that he is on top of me, I'm slipping us both into the water. So this is a secure an advantage. And is this deception, stealth, or trickery? I am making the argument for it to being deception, stealth, or trickery. I am rolling shadow. I'm rolling with +1. And if I miss it, oh, okay, weak hit. Hang on. So this is turn the tide. If you've scored a hit, you may add an additional +1 momentum. Then play to see what happens. If you score a miss when you take your move, you should add extra severity to the consequences. You might face additional harm. Your weapon is broken. Yeah, I'm getting this advantage. I've got a weak hit. So, I mean, he's in the water, and this isn't really bad for him. I'm not particularly strong. I'm free from the thing, but I'm still in a fight with this guy. However, I do believe that I have the initiative now. Because I do believe that the tide gives me initiative, and the secure an advantage roll doesn't change the initiative. And I did get a hit, so I'm going to strike him. I don't have a weapon, but if I get a strong hit, then, and if a miss, it might not be so bad. Iron, again, see how we go. Come on, roll well. Oh, hang on. Did I get a... I get a weak hit. I'm not going to beat that 10. But I think that I was supposed to make this roll with an extra thing. But I get weak hit, I inflict my harm, and I lose initiative. So I'm not taking it myself, which is good, but I have given him the thing now in order to end the fight. Progress move. When you make a move to take decisive action and score a strong hit, you may resolve the outcome of this fight. If you do so, I need a strong hit. Oh, I need a strong hit to make a... I need to make a move to take a decisive action. I've lost the initiative though, so I'm clashing with him again as we fight in the rocky waters, and I am not doing well. Come on. Oh shit, I get a miss. You are unmatched and must pay the price. Your foe has initiative. I think he's holding me under the water. What does that look like? You make the most obvious negative outcome happen. I think that I'm underwater. I'm being held there, and I've got no breath. Which I think actually counts as enduring stress. Or is it harm? Physical damage. Mental shock or despair. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's still endure harm. So I've now got +1 health. And I need to roll heart. Oh no, it's iron. It's health or iron. And they are the same for me now. Oh dear. And I miss. I also suffer -1 momentum. I'm not on 0 health. Okay. Oh, I'm going to die in the first session. Oh my god. All right. All right. Let's get this over with then. I am going to turn the tide. How am I going to turn the tide? I'm just gonna kick off. I'm in the water. He's in some little cove outlet thing. I'm gonna kick off, trying to kick him into the No, so if it's a D6 +1 versus 2d10. So it's possible to succeed, but not likely. So really what I want to do is Oh, it's D6 plus 2. Secure an advantage. Oh, he's holding me under the water. I am going to blow out all of the air in my lungs to create a screen of bubbles that he can't see me with. And I'm going to dive down into the water and just try and get away from him. Yeah, to try and get away from him. And out from under his grasp. So it's trickery, because I'm trying to, yeah. I get a +1 because I am turning the tide. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna die. So the first thing is, on a weak hit, on a miss, yeah, I think I straight up I blow out all the air in my lungs, and I try to dive down under and try and get away, and he doesn't let me go. I now have no air in my lungs. He's gonna hit me. He's got my knife. So endure harm. So I take -1 health. I then roll. The complication is that I've got no air in my lungs. He's holding me underwater. He's still holding me, and I've gone in. I've hit something. Has hit me. I'm rolling iron to see how I go. Weak hit. On a weak hit, you press on. So I've got no air in my lungs. I've got. He's hit me, or I've hit myself against a rock. He's still got hold of me. Burn momentum. Oh no, it's a miss. I have to burn my momentum for a weak hit. I mean, I was pretty prepared for him to stab me at this point. I'm going to burn my momentum because it's the same effect, except without me marking wounded. And I'm just gonna clash with him and try and get my. I'm just flailing around at this point. I got a weak hit. So I'm inflicting harm on him, and he's inflicting harm on me. I get -1 momentum. He takes. So the thing is here, when I I need to score a strong hit on something to take decisive action. If I do that, I win. He is just as injured as I am. But I need to score a strong hit on something. So I'm going to endure harm. I've taken my 1 momentum loss because my health is 0. So I need to roll iron. No modifier. I miss. I also suffer -1 momentum. If you're at 0 health, I'm marking wounded on my sheet. Conditions: wounded. Oh dear. I'm not sure what the wounded condition does right now. Let's work that out. Harm. Stress, assets, oracles, equipment, momentum, progress track, character, debilities, conditioned, wounded, may be marked when you're at 0 health and fail to endure harm. You are severely injured and need treatment to recover. Okay. I reckon at this point he's stabbed me with my own knife, and now the water is going red with blood. I'm going to try and turn the tide once more. With the blood, I'm going to use the shadows so I'm going to use the blood that's now going in the water to get away from him. I'm just trying to get out of his immediate grasp. So we are going to risk it all to secure an advantage using my shadow, getting a +1. It just doesn't work. And he stabs me again. All right, he really does stab me. I'm at -1 because he's doing harm to me. I'm enduring harm. And I'm rolling my iron. Miss. I'm getting maimed. Yeah, I am. Yeah. He's stabbing me with the knife now. I am getting maimed. I have no I can't breathe. There's blood everywhere. It's not. Oh God. Um, I'm gonna fake death. I have to hold on. Um, so again, I'm trying to secure an advantage with um, securing it. I'm faking death. I'm just um, the pain is getting to me. Everything's going. I'm losing consciousness. I'm not doing well. I'm just going to lean into it and try to relax. Try to push it all out of my mind. Fake death. Hold on. Stop thrashing. And when he lets me go, I'm going to try and snap his neck. Oh my God! So trying to get secure an advantage. Where this is again the oh, I was supposed to take. I need to take -1 momentum as well. So I need to go to -2 momentum. Um. This is trickery. I'm getting +1 strong hit. So I'm on -2 momentum, but it's a strong hit. So I think because otherwise I'm dead. Because this just can't go on. Um, I'm I go limp. I go completely limp. Um, and he sort of relaxes and lets go and pulls me, and he sort of pushes me away a little bit. Um, and as I come away, I hit him in the back of the head with a rock. Um, Giving me enough to sort of grab him, pull him into me with my knife in his hand still, and up into him. And I end. Well, hang on. Now that I have gotten the secure, I'm going to say that the whole thing was I was trying to secure an advantage. Combat moves, end the fight. I am ending the fight. So when you're end the fight, when you make a move to take decisive action, uh progress field is 10. Can I justify this? Is the question. The big question is, can I justify what I am doing? I've just convinced him that I am dead when I am not. I'm very, very close to being dead. He still has my knife. He is just as battered and beat up as I am. Secure advantage. I don't think I can do this. I think I need to strike him. Can I enter the fray with... Ooh. So the fight has essentially ended, and I am... He's sort of backed off and moved away. And I'm just going to enter the fray again because I am... This is becoming an ambush. He's not aware of this. I'm going to take the enter the fray roll. I'm re-entering the fray using my shadow. I have a +1 from the strong hit on the thing. I should have taken an extra momentum as well. We're going for it. I get a strong hit. Hang on a second. Okay, so first of all, with this, I, on a strong hit, take 2 momentum. I have the initiative. Secure an advantage on a strong hit. Make a move now and add a +1, or prepare to act, but I got 1 momentum because I was... turning the tide. When you do take add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So I've got +1 momentum again. And I enter the fray with a strong hit. So I'm going to end the fight immediately. I have 10 progress. So he's pushed me away. He's not expecting it. He thinks the fight is over. And I mean, yeah, he's just dead. Strong hit, progress 10 versus challenge dice of 3 and 4. I managed to grab him. I grab my knife back. Maybe he's put it down because he doesn't need it anymore. He's just trying to... I grab it and I end it. And it's over. And I have the body of a creature. Of a dead creature. I conclude this. Conclude your process. Oh, yeah, so that would have been the same thing. On my summary, like, I think I should have... hang on, marking progress. Other characters, other moves. What am I doing? Not character, moves, quest moves. Reach a milestone. When you make significant progress in your quest by overcoming a critical obstacle, completing a perilous journey. Yeah, so I just killed the thing. I think at this point, getting the thing back to someone. Oh, and Tessa. No, this is a problem because Tessa, who is Tessa? And what is her relationship with the creature? They had a deal. How do you define milestones? I mean, I found the creature. Is that a milestone? I think that finding the creature is a milestone. I think that I did luck out on that. So I think I do have all of this done. And that the next goal is just getting it back. So it's currently... His body is currently in the water, in an alcove on the rocks. And I need to haul him out, which I think is face danger by itself, because I am incredibly injured. The damn thing has maimed me. I don't know what it's going through, but I'm going to try and haul its body out. This is an adventure move, face danger. It's risky because I could end up in the water. I'm still in the water. I need to both get both of us out. Um, and I have to do it with my strength. So I'm going to roll iron and probably fail. I don't have. Yeah, I'm trying to move it. Yeah, I miss. I'm just If you fail, your progress is dramatic. I think I'm just gonna endure harm again. I'm enduring harm again. Oh shit. And roll on the oracle. You are battered but still standing. I could have just died. Okay, I'm going to get myself out of the rocks, um, which is going to be an effort by itself. And it was going through things. So, heal. I can't heal. Um, so okay. So I'm maimed and I am wounded and maimed. Assets, oracles, harm. No, I need to know about abilities. Wounded. You may be marked wounded. You are severely injured and need to be and need treatment to recover. If you are wounded, you cannot increase health. Wound and shaken unbreathe can be cleared when you succeed on appropriate moves. For example, scoring a hit on the heal move can clear the wounded condition. So I'm just going to stop and try wits or iron, whichever is lower. No, I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm going to go and find someone that is amenable to me. So I am going to pull the shadows around myself. I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna just pull myself back up on the rocks. I'm gonna. Yeah, I am. I get up on the rocks slowly. I'm not gonna roll for it because it's just me. Um, as wounded as I am, it would be easy to sort of crawl my way out and stand up. And I stand up and I sort of start to hobble, but I pull the shadows around me and try to sneak through because something. I don't want anyone to see me. Because I just know that I'm going to fail another roll. Oh my god. So I'm going to pull the shadows around me. On a strong hit, take +1 momentum. Oh, I probably Yeah, no, it's fine. So we're going to pull the shadows around me, and then I'm going to sneak. So can I roll this somehow? I'm gonna secure an advantage. Just roll shadow. So I got a weak hit, so I don't increase my momentum, but I get to re-roll my sneak roll. So I'm going to secure an advantage by finding someone who can heal me. I'm going to find someone quietly that is amenable to me, that is not going to ask questions, that is just going to heal my wounds as quickly as possible. And I'm sneaking through the town to find them without anyone finding out. So I think I'm liberally interpreting the rules here, but that's okay. I'm going to roll that without a modifier. I get a strong hit. So at this point, I get to find them. I find someone. I'm going to make another move now. I'm going to make a heal move and say, look, can you? I'm greatly injured. I need your help. And so I roll wits, which is, and I'm getting someone else. Hang on. It's not a relationship. Compel, sojourn. When you spend time in a community seeking assistance, roll heart. No, I need to heal myself. Heal is for making healing myself. Sojourn can do what I want. I'm just gonna try and heal myself. So I'm not sneaking or anything. I'm just going to try and heal myself. So I'm rolling iron because it's lower. I die. The secure an advantage thing is it's barren sort of waste. Yeah, I'm. Oh, hang on. I can use the secure an advantage roll to go through the things, the supplies that we got. So I'm going to use the secure an advantage roll. I instead was going through them and was able to find, luckily, medical supplies. So I'd still rolling iron, but I get a +1 to heal myself. Strong hit. You or the ally under your care, wounded condition, you may clear it. Then take or give up. Okay. So I have 2 health. And I get to clear the wounded condition. So I get to heal one of my stab wounds. I'm still maimed. Summary. I clear the wounded condition. I get 2 health back. That was interesting. It didn't let me take the health. And now I'm going to gather information. So I'm searching the area to see what I can find in the area to see if I can work out anything about this creature. I'm searching the creature itself. It's still in the water, but I'm searching the area to see if I can find anything that... No, in fact, I'm going to secure an advantage. I'm going to see if I can rig something up to help me pull the creature out of the water. Because as long as the creature is in the water, there's a chance that I will not be able to show it to anyone. So I think this is a wits roll to secure an advantage, and I'm just trying to rig up some system to help me pull it out of the water, because I'm not going to be able to do it myself. So I fail. I just think that there's just nothing that there's there to help me do it. It's not a particularly risky thing to be doing. We're in rocky area. There's rocks. There's nothing to secure anything to. There's no rope. All I've got whatever satchels, whatever bags the creature pulled away with it. And there's nothing really in them that I can use to help get it out. So I'm just essentially incredibly wounded, and I'm going to just have to go back to town and find someone. So I'm going to find the guy with the bond, Arisen. So I'm going to... Do I do something to get rid of this? Or do I just keep it there? So I'm going to find Arison. I'm going to try and find Arison alone. I'm going to roll secure an advantage in order to get to him without, and this will be where I get my re-roll that I had before with the shadows. So I pulled the shadows around me, and so we'll take that roll that I didn't use, and I'm trying to find Arison. Quietly by himself, so that I can just get his help without the help from anyone else. And I don't. I get found. Another villager sees me, or he is with other people. He is with other people. Possibly even this Tessa person. So let's work out who Tessa is. I could potentially end it here, and but we'll go oracles. We'll work out who Tessa is really quickly. How am I going for time on the recording? I think I'm okay. So names, we've got Tessa. What is her role? Tessa is an outcast. Her goal is to secure provisions. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let's get a couple of descriptors. So she is aggressive, cooperative, and intolerant. So I think that that can kind of work. And her disposition is threatening. Oh, okay. What's an activity? Summoning, suffering, consuming, ensnaring. Okay. Okay, I don't think I'll use that, but I think that Tessa Um, there is going to be there when I find him, and I'm not going to be able to get him alone. I think there's probably other people there as well. And so I come out and I say, "Look, I found the culprit. I found the creature." Um, and they're looking at me like, "Oh, you are covered in blood. Been in the water as well, so all my clothes are just dyed red. Um, I'm obviously wounded. I've been maimed. I've treated my injuries, so I'm wrapped with bandages. I probably ruined my clothing in order to staunch the bleeding." Um, and I've got some very obvious wound, such as the loss of an eye or a hand. You bear horrific scars which serve as a constant. Banes are permanent. They forever impart your character through the momentum penalty and, importantly, through the narrative aspects of being maimed and corrupted. You should factor this ability into how you perform your moves and interact with the world. You may have physical or emotional limitations that you must cope with. Your outlook may change. I think I've lost the. I mean, an eye or something. We'll work this out later. I'm still just very, very. Very, very. My eyes are probably half closed and caked in blood. There's blood everywhere. I can't move or work it out. I've either lost the ability to use an arm, or I've lost an eye. I've got visible scars, and yeah, I'm badly off. But I've sort of picked myself up, and I've stumbled back into town. I haven't found Araman alone. I've found him with Tessa and some other people. And I say, "Look, I found the creature in the rocks." And so the question is, can we get there before Tessa does? I will have picked up the bag and taken the bags with me as much as I can carry. I've only, for the moment at least, I've only got the use of one arm, but they only made off with what they could carry. So I've carried the stuff back to them and gone, "Look, I've got this creature. I've killed it. It's in the thing. It was some weird aquatic human thing." And here is what it took. It took some medical supplies. It took, I'm not sure where it is. Come and see for yourself. If you didn't believe me, come back, and I'm going to try and convince them to come back to see the body. So my disposition, no, it's a move. Sorry, it's a relationship move. I'm going to compel. I'm not threatening or inciting. I'm not lying, and I'm not trying to swindle. So I'm just rolling heart. I have a bond with the community. So I got a weak hit. Challenge die of 10. So on a weak hit, they ask for something in return. They do what you want to know. I take +1 momentum. If you use this to exchange to gather information, make that move now and add +1. I'm not trying to gather information. On a weekend, they're going to take the items off me, which is fine. That's not really something. But they're going to... Tessa's going to go to the location. She's going to convince me, and everyone's going to go, no, you've got to go and rest. We will find them. We will be able to find the place. We will find the creature. We will find the body, and we will bring the bag. Whether or not they believe me, that's not important right now. They're just going, well, she's been in a fight. She's got the missing supplies back. We know that they're missing. something has obviously happened to her. She's obviously roughed up. She's been in a fight with someone or something. So they're probably expecting some kind of pirate. They're willing to go and do it, no worries. But they don't want me to go, and it's out of concern. They want me to go and rest. And so, what do I do? What moves do I make for something to happen when I am not there? So obviously, I'm going to go and sojourn. And we'll do that in a minute. But I have forge your bond, test your bond, aid your ally, write your epilogue, draw the circle. Reach a milestone. So the question is, do they find the creature? Because a big part of it was whether or not reach a milestone, whether or not they believe that the threat has been dealt with. So reach a milestone is just mark progress. I don't want to fill advance. It's not a combat move. It's not a suffer move. It's not a delve move. It's not a failure move. Threat move. Is it just ask the Oracle? So I think I just ask the Oracle to see whether or not they find the creature. I'm going to roll dice the way I would. Because the question is whether or not the creature is there when they get there, and whether or not they find it. So other people are going to go out. I think we're just going to say 50-50 whether or not it's there no, it's not there. So they don't find the creature. Do they find, though, the location of the fight? Because there'd be blood in the water and everywhere. It's pretty likely. Yes, so they find the location of the fight. They know that I've definitely taken care of something. There's blood everywhere. There's just nothing to mark it as the thing. I think that the question is, I'm going to close my quest, fulfill my quest. The question is, do I do it with 6 or do I do it with 9? I'm going to mark the thing. I found the creature. I killed the creature. They found evidence it's dead. They just don't. They're not going to believe me that it was they think it was just a pirate. And, they're not going to blame me too hard for when I've taken obvious, really bad wounds. So I'm going to fulfill the quest. I'm going to get a strong hit fulfilling the quest. So what does that do? Moves, combat moves, quest moves. Fulfill your vow. Mark experience 1 for troublesome. So I get 1 experience. Yay. On a miss, your quest is undone. No. And that's just it. That's just it and over. However, Tessa knows about the creature. I know about the creature. this isn't over. It's far from over. I'm going to roll Sojourn because otherwise I'm going to forget. To heal, I'm rolling. I'm doing it in a community. So I get a +1 because I share a bond with the community. I got a weak hit. On a strong hit, you and your allies choose 2 from each of the categories below. On a weak hit, choose 1. If you share a bond, choose 1 more. Okay, so I get to choose 2. Clear a wounded condition. I'm not wounded anymore. So I get to recuperate. So I get 2 health back. So I get +4 health. I can consort. I can provision. I don't need to do either of those things. I can plan, taking myself back to 2 momentum. Envision what the community needs. Okay. So that's fine. I've got +2 momentum. I've got 4 health. And I rest up. Tessa gives me some looks, concerned because she knows that I've seen she just doesn't know if I know that she was involved in what this creature was. I did roll summoning as the action. So, yeah, we've got some questions and everything for next time. So that's been a lot of fun. And at this point, I'll have to call it. And I'll see you in the next adventure of Leela, as she navigates this weird situation she's found herself in. Have a good one.